Alrighty, guys. So, I wanted to ask you guys, like, if you're passing through this video and you see, like, what I'm about to talk about, I want you guys to comment if you guys have ever been through the same thing, or if you guys have ever had a family member or a loved one that's been through it. But other than that, I'm gonna begin here in a minute about some things that I have been through, and I basically want you guys to comment on that and tell me what you think, or if you've been through the same. Alright, so when I was growing up, I was young, I was defiant, I didn't want to listen to nobody. I had a single mom trying to raise me. I was adopted. So for this woman to be here adopting me at like 2 years old, trying to cope with me and learn how to, let's say, understand me. Over time, it's gotten harder for me as I was growing up because I had lost somebody from suicide, and that caused her to be widowed, which was supposed to be like my father. I consider this woman my mother now, because she's done a lot for me. But growing up, her becoming a single mom and dealing with a husband who was abusive, it was hard for her to take care of me at that same time. She was grieving a lot. So, and my rebellion and my defiance didn't help her at all. So, when I was about 12 years old, I started playing with guns. My mother always told me, don't be out here hanging out with gangs. Don't be over out here hanging out with bad people doing drugs. You see a gun, you leave it there, don't touch it. I didn't just see a gun. I seen a lot growing up. And we were really poor growing up. Like, we barely had anything, ever. It was barely a chance. Like, we didn't even believe in holidays. We still don't. Because we spent so much over time not having things, So it was easier for us to decide that, okay, screw holidays. We won't even celebrate them, We have our family dinners every now and then nowadays, but back then we didn't have that. I didn't have family growing up. I only had one. That was my mom at the time. And I didn't even know. I was too blind to see that she loved me. Thinking she don't give a damn. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to rob him or rob whoever's got the best money. Go steal this car, flip it, sell it. You never know. I was pretty messed up growing up. Until one day, my dumb ass decided to break into a house in the same neighborhood. So the landlord heard about it and found out it was me because somebody told him. It was one of my buddies who told on me, basically, but it's whatever, I guess. I was 17 at the time, and I was actually 16, matter of fact. And they kicked me, wind up telling my mom that if he don't get out the house and move on somewhere, she's gonna become evicted. And at the time, I was like, damn, you really pressuring me now. So I wind up leaving. I wind up walking the street. So I became homeless on my own doing. So then I started getting hungrier. They didn't know how to hustle like that. I would stand outside by gas stations asking for dollars, you know what I mean? Like, I was really down bad. Didn't have no clean clothes. I would always go to a gas station, steal me a bar of soap, and fucking wash my clothes in a fucking sink. Like, it's not the life, man. But, be in the middle of dead winter, it's freezing cold, I'm sleeping in a tent. Sometimes I don't even have that. So then I thought it was a good idea to break into a store. Got a warrant. Next thing you know, I'm found. I stay in the county for 4 months and get out on bond. Didn't learn a damn thing, didn't care. Because I went right back to being homeless and I didn't have a place to go. So I went right back. And I stayed in the county for 4 more years. I'm about to go to trial. My attorney tells me, dude, don't go to trial, man. You're through. I mean, this is your last plea bargain you're ever going to get. It's either that, you're probably going to get 18 years. So that's right, I had 3 burglaries. They were gonna max me out if I lost even one. So I max out on 1 at 6 years. If I'm maxing out on all 3, that's 18 years. I didn't even want to do 6 years, you know. So I pleaded to 3. Went to prison. Was hell on wheels. Didn't want to listen, didn't care. You know, nobody in the world could touch me type attitude, you know. Then I started spending some time in seg by myself. And it really opened my eyes to how really fucked up and alone I am and how much problems I really have, because here I am sitting inside a cell on my birthday. Even though we don't celebrate shit like that. I could have at least celebrated by eating a honey bun in prison. Something I had forever. Nah, I couldn't even have that. Opened my eyes and told me, man, I can't even have the simplest things in life in here. Can't have clean clothes. Can't have shit. I don't want to keep coming back here. Then 2 weeks go by, I get out of seg. I meet up with somebody in a dorm. It's an older man. You know, straight legend in my opinion. He's always getting on my ass telling me, Roger, you need to chill out. You need to quit trying to go out here and fight people, man. You're going to end up right back in the hole. My tough ass says, I don't give a damn, man. I'm just trying to handle business. So I walk over, I handle business, go to the hole. Get out, go back to the same dorm again. Me and him talks to me about why the fuck I do that dumb shit. I told him, man, I don't even know. I couldn't even remember. I don't remember what the hell was over. So me and him started talking. He asked me, you ever try to, you know, quit being an asshole, or try to maybe adapt to your problems that you're dealing with, you know, like, because you got a lot of problems, I can see it. You got a lot of anger. So what's wrong with you? You know, I'm telling you guys only half of the story that I've been through in life. It ain't shit. Okay, that's not shit. So I told him the full extent. He understood exactly what I felt, because he had been through the similar things I've been through. Me and him kind of just started taking understanding to each other, a certain respect for each other, because we know that together, I know how you feel. A lot of people don't know how you feel, and they don't respect that. I respect you and I know how you feel, because me and you have been through a lot. And I don't want to go through a lot with you. I want to see you do better, be better, because that's not what I want. I don't want to be out here in prison at fucking something like, what, 40 something years old. I'm cool. You know, he took me under his wing, bought me brand new shoes, told me this is the life you could be having if you actually do right. Get you a job. He showed me basically pictures of people who had jobs and said, basically, look, this is my cousin, la 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 la. He has a lot of money for being a roofer. Okay. So now I'm out of prison. He's taught me a lot. Taught me how to grow as a man, how to talk to a person, how to be respectful. But at the same time, how not to bow down and let somebody use me as an advantage, you know. Okay, I respect that. You know, I'm 6'1", not a small dude. A lot of people don't mess with me. I'm not worried about them messing with me. I'm worried about not getting a job. I'm worried about not having a roof over my head. I'm not worried about when I'll die. I'm worried about right here, right now. What am I going to do to show other people that they're not alone? I'm going through the everyday struggle as everybody else. How can we overcome the struggle? How can we break free from this? The only way you guys can break free from this struggle is if you find who you are down in here. That's all you need. Figure out who you are as a person, where you stand in life. It's not about what you got material wise, it's about what you got in here and in here. The heart means everything. The brains is what makes you smart. And all I want to see people in life do is get along. It's just crazy what this world turned to. But you know what? You're not alone. I feel the same way. And together we can actually take a stand. We can do better, be better people. It all starts from here. It's all where it starts. So guys, let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any comments on that. You know, I have a few friends that come over from now and then. And he's been through some shit too, and I want to get him on here and have him explain while I ask him a few questions, as if he ever felt like this or anything, if he feels comfortable with it. Of course I'm gonna ask him, you know, I gotta have his consent. I don't want to be disrespectful and start out of nowhere. But other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here, guys. I gotta get back to doing what I was doing. Thought I'd chop it up with y'all on a short little break, but just let me know in the comments. And then we got this right here. You fucking serious?